conservative owns, Ben Shapiro destroys, this type of stuff it's very click worthy, but is it healthy? Here's the mindset that I found helps me. I've done some mixed martial arts, some grappling. I do MMA training now. I got back to it after a long set of years. And it's this: know when you're sparring and know when you're fighting for championship. And to flesh that out a little bit, sparring is usually with a partner. It's often with a friend, with someone from your own gym, from your own team, maybe a family member. It's someone who you don't want to hurt, but in that moment, they are your opponent. They're your opponent, but you're sparring. You want to make them better, and they want to make you better. And you want to get better from the engagement, and you want them to get better from the engagement. And you both want to walk away having learned something, but you're not going for the knockout. You're sparring. That is what we should usually be doing with the people we work with our friends, with our family members who might disagree with us. Spar with them. And it's okay to engage, and it's okay to have these conversations, to even have a little lively debate, but you're sparring. You're not trying to own them. You're not trying to get a gotcha moment. You're not trying to flame them up and then walk away as they break down in tears or notice how irrelevant their own existence is, right? That's not what you're trying to do. There are times when you're trying to do that, and that's okay. That's when you're fighting for a championship. That's when, in my opinion, I just campaigned last year, and I debated my opponent, Mike Doyle. That was a fight for a championship because it's less about him. He's a 30-year radical leftist, elitist Democrat. I'm not going to convince him. I'm not going to win him over to my side. Sparring with him is not going to work. However, since as a public figure, debating another public figure, I was engaging there, my job is to show the audience. This is where the analogy comes back again. This is to show the audience the truth. This is to engage and fight for a championship. And I am trying to get my points to hit hard. And I am trying to show how wrong he is, because the audience needs to see him as a representation of his ideas and me as a representation of my side's ideas. That's when we're fighting for a championship, baby, and I'm going hard. But when I'm talking to my coworker and he happens to disagree with me about the border wall, I'm not trying to knock him out. I'm not trying to make him feel foolish, look dumb. I'm trying to convince him and keep that bridge open, keep that communication and that friendship open. So does that make sense? I don't know. It helps.
Oh yeah.
In how I think of things. So know your engagement. Know where you are. So that's kind of my mindset.
Yeah. If you don't do martial arts, at least in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, there's this thing, white belt rage or white belt fury, and they get on the mat and they go hard for like from the first second. There's no whistle, you smack hands.
Right.
And yes, political discourse in the US has become two first day white belts. And as soon as they smack hands and bump fists, they're on 10, amped all the way up. And that's so true. All of the engagements are not the Super Bowl. This isn't the championship or, yeah, man, that's really good. I'm going to use that to